Welcome back, everybody, to Modern Mondays at Guardian Games with Portland Paper. I am Urchin Kali. This is a beautiful basic swamp, and I am here with
Ian Lunger.
And here we go. We are bringing you round 3. We're seeing Vinny again here on his 4-color Whirza deck, and this time he's made it to 2-0. And this time he is facing off against a Grixis Skelemental deck piloted by Johnny Acrisso. So I'm very interested in finding out what goes in a Grixis Skelemental deck.
Yeah, we found the spice.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we were looking at the 2-0 bracket, and here he is. We're going to see maybe some Unearth. Maybe somewhat like the Rakdos one, except with... What are the blues for?
That's what I've been wondering. Maybe Stubborn Denial?
Are you really going to Stubborn Denial with a creature? I wonder what else you have that's big, because if you've got a Skelemental, it's not going to stick around for the other player's turn.
You have to hope they target it with removal rather than counter magic. And
Seems
then
little narrow.
Yes.
You could also be, Gurmag angling, things of that nature, but...
Or Snapcaster Unearth.
Yeah, that does. Snap Unearth. I do like Snapcast. I love Snap Unearth. Like, I was trying to build all kinds of bad decks with that synergy. I love it. So, Johnny is going to start with Mountain Pass. Vinny, not a lot of information from that. Polluted Delta Mishra's Bauble passes it back. Johnny, another Mountain. Vinny still in the dark.
I think I see a Bolt and a Flamekin Harbinger in Johnny's hand.
So, we've got an Elemental Tutor. I believe that is a Flamekin Harbinger. I see 2 bolts. Bauble. What are we bottoming? Yeah, it was interesting use of Mishra's Bauble. What he means to say is, I don't want to draw that, which is how fetch lands work with Mishra's Bauble.
Yeah, free scry.
0 mana opt. Turns on your Mox Opal. What a deal.
As long as you remember your Bauble triggers.
I do love my 0 mana scry one.
Yeah.
Untap. Bauble trigger. Okay, we've picked up Thopter Foundry, I believe another land. We've got a Damping Sphere, a fetch land, a Pithing Needle in hand for Vinny. He still doesn't know what he's up against.
Yeah, probably super confused, but maybe thinking Mono Red Prowess right now, and that's why the Damping Sphere maybe came out.
That would make sense. I like Damping Sphere in that matchup. Oh, he's got a Whir as well. So... I think that's a reasonable play against Mono Red Prowess. The only thing that's confusing about this is that would be the worst Mono Red Prowess draw I'd maybe ever seen. 2 lands and nothing.
It's true. And there are 2 Thunderkin Awakeners in Johnny's hand, which are obviously pretty bad when you don't have... And there's a Skelemental in hand, but it looks like maybe we're bricking on lands.
We are bricking. You said Thunderkin Awakener, not Flamekin Harbinger?
Correct.
Not that those aren't confusing.
I believe that there's 1 Flamekin Harbinger and 2 Thunderkin Awakener.
Okay. So Thunderkin Awakener, not super useful with nothing in the yard, but it puts things directly into play, so it's not too worried about the Damping Sphere. Vinny just going to play a fetch land and pass. Everybody kind of hanging out. But Vinny has a Thopter Foundry and a Whir in hand. So he's got actions to take, but he's playing it carefully because he doesn't know what's going on. Thunderkin Awakener, actually, I was really excited to see this printing for this exact reason. It pairs super well with Skelemental. There was, briefly that ridiculous all-in 12 ball. I wanted it so bad. John's 12 ball with the suicidal mana base.
How clever of Johnny to go to discard here to put the Skelemental in yard.
That actually is incredibly clever. Because he had no way of enabling this.
Right.
But now Vinny's clued into what's going on.
Yeah, I really thought this deck was dead after Faithless Looting got banned.
Rip.
Because this is not exactly the way you want to get Skelemental in your graveyard, but it's a way. And boy, is it going to hit Vinny like a truck next turn.
Yeah, that's 7 damage discard too. Right, here's Thopter Foundry. Not sure that Thopter Foundry does a whole lot here.
Yeah, Vinny's like, what do I needle?
It's like, I mean, you're looking at... Unearth is a spell.
Unearth is a spell, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to look at... Vinny's digging for the text of a card he can't quite remember.
Right.
I wonder if it is, in fact, Thunderkin Awakener.
If you did name Unearth, you would actually prevent your opponent from
Cycling.
cycling.
Yes.
Yeah.
You would be able to shut off that incredibly undesirable mode of Unearth with a Skelemental in the graveyard. I think I'd rather just be casting
Yeah,
it.
me too.
Oh, we've gone for Hellspark Elemental.
Oh, yeah. So,
Let's bring up Hellspark Elemental, a card
yes.
not in Johnny's hand. But really interesting call from Vinny. He dug deep there.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. There's the card I want, Johnny says. Is it a land? Thunderkin Awakener. Time to get you.
Vinny goes, sure.
Sure.
Oh.
Uh-oh. So Unearth the ability is an activated ability.
Yes.
Unearth the spell is a spell.
Yep.
Blam.
We're
Vinny
gonna
falls to 11, discards 2 cards.
make Vinny
Ow.
discard 2 cards. It's so rough.
Yep.
So
Guess
Vinny's probably just going to have to whir for the bridge this
Yeah.
next turn.
Yeah, he has to.
But, okay, so let's read Thunderkin Awakener's text, because if the Awakener can attack, does it just put the creature into play
Yeah.
attacking?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, so that
So
just
Vinny
gets-
needs to have bridge and be hellbent. So right now he's looking at the ability to... He's stuck under his own damping sphere. Oh, no, he's not. Here we go. He's going to be able to improvise once he casts his Pith Needle first. If he'd done this in the other order, he would be in a bad way. Well, he would have had the line. He'd
we
still
can
be able
we
to do
can
it.
whir on Johnny's turn, right?
He can. So we're going to see that.
Yep. Yeah,
Wait,
interesting. That is such a sneaky way to get around bridge.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky Skelemental. I still don't know what the Grixis is for. I like how Johnny has done in this game. Move to discard. Discard Lightning Skelemental. Thunderkin Awakener. And he's looking really threatening.
Yeah.
He's found his blue. Vinny would love to get sword here. But he's got a little... I mean, if he whirs for sword, he doesn't have the mana that he needs to activate it. So he'd be taking another 7, falling to 4. Next turn, he could throw away both Pithing Needles and make enough Thopters to block the Thunderkin Awakener, but he'd be dead. It's too late. So he has to get the bridge
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I think it's got to be bridge.
And then he's just and so here we're going to see the response. But then he's still top decking with only 1/3 of his infinite combo. So he's not going to be able to fair construct through this game.
This will be bridge.
Yep. Vinny's back up against a wall here. But Johnny also not looking at probably a ton of outs to Ensnaring Bridge in the main deck. I have no idea what he's running. Unless he's got
Maybe
K-Command.
we're playing K-Command. Yeah. And the bolts, not close enough to get there with the bolts. Ooh, it looks like it's an Insolent Neonate, so maybe that's the enabler in
Yeah.
lieu of Faithless Looting.
That makes sense.
So the Neonate's going to cost 2, but probably worth doing. Maybe Johnny can find all 4 bolts. Finish things
Get it
that way.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Vinny finds the sword, this game will very, very quickly get away from Johnny. So here's Flamecone Harbinger. We're going to go tutor up another elemental.
So what is an elemental that might get that off the board? Is
there's-
Ingot Chewer an elemental?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay, but
I don't know
we
if he
did
is in the main
not.
deck.
We got Spite Bellower.
Good eye. I wouldn't have recognized Spike Bellower. But Ingot Chewer is, in fact, an elemental. Briefly, when the extra busted Hogak deck was around, they were running Wispmare and Ingot Chewer and Flamekin Harbinger to go get their nonsense hate cards.
So why did we get...
Vinny's strategy right now is just stay hellbent, which is a pretty awkward strategy when you want to dig for 2 more pieces of your 3-card combo. Because he can't fair his opponent out with the bridge in play. Okay, we're going to start making tokens gaining life. So now, We have the long, long road.
Okay, it's called Spite Bellows is actually what we got.
All right, but it's only creatures.
It can take an Urza off the board.
That's true. So what we're going to see here from Vinny is he's going to start making just a few Thopters. Gain a little bit of life, get out of range. And then he's going to draw a card. He's going to attack in the air. And then he's going to get Hellbent, and he's going to pass the turn. So he's now swinging for 3 damage a turn. Hey, it's a road. It's a 5-turn clock. And that's going to be a 4th one. Yeah, don't play that. Don't play that. Swing for 3. There we go. Figured it out. Found the line. Now that Mox Opal will make a fine, fine Thopter.
It's just maddening if you're on John's side. And the Snaring Bridge is so mean.
Aww.
It's such a
It's
fun
such a great
police.
Magic card. I just like skipping the... No. No.
He's not even skipping the combat step. He's not being
He's
very
cheating the
fair
combat
about
step.
it. Yeah.
I see no issues. This is exactly my kind of Magic the Gathering. So, looking at the Spite Bellows and imagining it targeting a Thopter is pretty mopey. Same with those Lightning Bolts, but I believe Johnny took 3, so he's at 12 now. I do think we missed that damage, but we shall see. I'm not going to tell them how to live their lives.
Well, luckily I can change his
You're
life
going to tell them how to live their lives.
retroactively.
Good. All right. We're going to cycle Insolent Neonate. IOK, very useless.
That's an Unearth,
Ugh.
which can be cycled. Also,
Hey, Pithing Needle did not name Unearth. This is cyclable. Too bad that does presumably nothing.
well, we don't know if we can't deal with Ensnaring Bridge. Johnny is staying in this game for, I assume, a reason. So
Yeah. And it's not going to be Vinny magically gets cards in hand.
yeah.
It's not happening. Vinny gonna grind it out. 3-turn clock. Swing for 4. Bolt one of them. 4-turn clock. This just feels so bad.
Yeah, it's pretty mopey. I think I might have just cycled the Unearth.
So I believe that should put Johnny at 9 if I'm correct. So here's Goblin Engineer. Gonna go find a Sword of the Meek. It is all over but the crying. This is done. So Fair Thopter Sword gets this closed very quickly and pulls Vinny completely out of range. Johnny basically needs to rip exactly K command right now. Okay, Johnny concedes.
Okay, Vinny would need an artifact to sacrifice there.
Hit a Thopter. Oh,
What's
non-token.
Yeah, to get things rolling. So at least there was that for Johnny if Johnny wanted to play to like K command still isn't out.
Yeah.
There might have been one more turn, but
yeah, he needed exactly K command. So, looking at sideboard options here. So we've been over Vinny's sideboard before. I'm just going to get a quick refresher. 2 Collective Brutality, 2 Thoughtseize, 1 Damping Sphere, 1 Grafdigger's Cage, 1 Ashiok, 2 Disdainful Stroke, 2 Dead of Winter, 1 Lavinia, 1 Small Teferi, 2 Tezzeret, Agent of Bolas. Collective Brutality seems good.
Sure, Collective Grafdigger's Cage seems good.
Oh, yeah.
It'll stop the
whole thing.
Yep, stop Unearth. Not the ability, the card.
We have Needle for the...
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm quite into Dead of Winter here. Like, it's okay, but I don't know that cleaning up the board is that... You want to do it that way. Sideboard options for this spicy Skelemental deck. 1 Chandra Torch of Defiance, 1 Fulminator Mage, 1 Liliana, The Last Hope, 2 Kolagon's Command. That may be where they are. 1 Fatal Push, 1 Seasoned Pyromancer, 2 Plague Engineer, 1 Dreadbore, 1 Ingot Chewer, 4 Collective Brutality. So I'm going to just immediately go for the Plague Engineers.
Yep.
Immediately go for the K commands.
Yep.
Anything else you like here?
Put that Ingot Chewer in there.
Chew some ingots. Dreadbore. I'm down for Dreadbore, probably. Yeah, you probably don't want to overboard, but...
I like Dreadbore. I'd get rid of some number of, I think, bolts. Like, I'd rather have Dreadbore than bolt.
Oh, yeah, good point.
So I think there's probably some fairly simple cuts on Johnny's side.
Yeah. You want to keep your Flamekin Harbingers as more copies of Ingot Chewer here.
Right.
Take out the bridge. Vinny definitely with access to Welding Jar, I believe. Say definitely, I believe. Vinny maybe with access to Welding Jar. I think we've seen it. No, that was the Simic deck.
I would think that Vinny would have. It's such a good war target
Yeah.
to blow people out with.
Oh yeah, you can totally get them. It's nice to have one. The only issue is, especially in game one, they tend to be less useful. Though I think a lot of decks like Jund are definitely running main deck K command right now because it'd be insane not to. I think Shadow decks are usually running one or two in the main, so it's not unreasonable to main deck a Welding Jar. I have in the past argued that they should be strictly sideboard just because people just aren't running Shatters in the main, but right now it's reasonable to just stuff one in there, especially if you're a Wear deck.
Man, Cute Bunny, you went hard on the basic train here. We're still on
Still
on the
catching up.
basics.
I like that. I like you, Cute Bunny.
Yeah.
You're such a cute bunny.
Yeah, really really going for it. I definitely agree on the MPS promo lands, except that they have the new border. But besides that, the art is great.
How did you feel about the time-shifted cards in Time Spiral?
I was really weirded out by it when I was a
Spook
kid,
you?
but I really loved it when I couldn't figure out the internet, and I thought that Magus of the Scroll, because I was like, ooh, Curse Scroll is sweet, so Magus of the Scroll must be really good, which I guess was new. But then the time-shifted card was Soltari Priest, the Shadow, the 2/1 Shadow creature. I was like, oh, Shadow seems so good, because my opponent can't interact with Shadow. Like, it's essentially unblockable, because who else is playing Shadow creatures in that, just like randomly time-spiraled Shadow cards.
It was great and limited.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to Thoughtseize. We've got Scalding Tarn, Whir, Double Urza, Engineer, Astrolabe, Bauble. So I guess the plan here was Scalding Tarn for a snow land, Astrolabe, redraw for that other land, Bauble. So that's actually pretty devastating for Vinny. Missing that redraw puts him hurting for lands. Oh, he picked one up. Never mind, he's fine. I was like, you have to crack the bubble to try to dig for lands, which makes your Engineer a little more difficult. But now he's just going to be able to go ahead and fetch up a red source, cast the Engineer. We're going to see a Steam Vents in a turn.
Chooses not to just immediately Dream Crush by playing the island.
Oh no, you want to save your 2 life off that shock.
Yeah. The old...
Get cooking. Pokey for one.
Show him what's up, Thunderkin.
Ooh, we're going to bobble anyway. We're going to use the bobble for fixing with the Tarn. Which his hand's pretty stacked, so I'm going to go ahead and draw that Polluted Delta. I believe that's an Emery. I can't quite see what that card is. The dark
It is one of the few snags that this deck can hit is missing land drops, and so Vinny just, maybe sacrificing a couple of percentage points on that just in the interest of making sure that he hits land drops.
Ooh, this is aggressive. Grabbing a mountain in a Whir deck without an Astrolabe is brave.
Yeah, although with the Engineer, we may be able to turn something into an Astrolabe here shortly.
Looks like we are more interested in repeatable shock, but we also need an artifact to get this going. And
right.
Sacking that bauble was not free.
Nope.
I'm not sure about sacking the bauble there when he had another land already. If he didn't have a land, you have to, but
right.
I might have hung on to that knowing he was holding an Engineer. Johnny gonna have a think. See if maybe we can bin a ball lightning and get going. Come on, do it. We're just gonna push Engineer. I like that too.
Yes, as do I.
Boop. Take one. We have not been resetting those life totals.
There we are.
Vinny's gonna fall to 17.
I think Vinny just picked up a Dread of Winter.
So he did board it in. I love that art. P.S.
Yeah.
Also the flavor text.
Oh yeah, speaking of.
Speaking of flavor text, just a reminder.
Yeah.
I think we may have already done this one for flavor.
Yes, we have.
So
but
We can do it. We can do something else.
Yeah.
Chat has cards they want to call out that are particularly flavorful. So we could just wipe out that Thunderkin Awakener 1-for-1ing with a Dead of Winter. Now you got me doing it. Dead of Winter right now if we wanted to. I'm not sure that's the best here. Not the greatest value. What the heck is this? Is it a Vantress Gargoyle? What is this? Ian. Chat.
What?
Help me. What is this?
Is it a Wishclaw talisman?
Oh my god, it is. We're doing it. We are planning to engineer some wishes and cheat that. You know, this card has disappointed me so much. You have to do so many backflips.
It's so cheap though. Boy, if I were like an MTG Finance podcast, I would be like, these are maybe 50 cents, 75 cents. Like, this card is going to get broken at some point in the future of Magic.
That's what I'm not sure about.
No.
Like, it's a 3-mana tutor? If you cheat it. If you build a way to cheat it, it's a 3-mana tutor.
Yeah.
What is this good? Why is this good? Like, I get if you blink it. Anyway, we saw a K command to take it out anyway. Also that art. We saw K command, I believe, 2 damage. Take it out. Unless that 2 damage came from somewhere else. Sorry, we got a little lost on the Wishclaw Talisman train.
This poor Thunderkin Awakener has had to swing alone every turn,
He's doing so much work.
but is so sad about it.
Next regular BNR. I'm not sure offhand. Let me look it up. So they've also said about Pioneer that they're going to be moving to regular BNRs probably early next year when things stabilize. But it's going to depend on the format.
Yes, Attack Cowboy knows. Or you just play a Karn and then you give it to them and you have a Karn and then they can't use it.
Arr.
Or you play that extremely old card from Arabian Nights that's like a 4-mana 2/4 creature that makes it so at the beginning of upkeeps you get artifacts back or something like that.
December 16th is the answer. In like 2 weeks is correct. In more than like 2 weeks. Presumably after lunch. Actually, the regular BNRs come in the morning. After breakfast.
I don't check till after lunch anymore.
Who cares? Alright, we're going to snap K command. We were right about the snapcasters. Snap K command, kill your construct.
Man, it's a thing. But Urza's still a 1/4.
Yours is still a 1/4. We're going to see a
And
discard.
darn it if a 1/4 doesn't brick both of the creatures on board.
Well, he has a Dead of Winter in hand. And it's for 3.
Ugh.
So Vinny drops a Whir of Invention here, keeping the Dead of Winter. He's going to be able to clean up everything on Johnny's side of the board.
And start getting busy with a 1/4.
Well, start getting busy with an 0-1. But, you know.
Oh, yeah. Send a message.
Boop, 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 boop. And he's already used that K command twice. He needs to find another one if he wants to pick up his Snapcaster.
Johnny, what do we have? I want to see Grixis Skelemental do its thing.
I know. I mean, last game we got to see it just even getting in once was nuts. All right, we're going to sacrifice the Fiery Islet. Come on, just do it. Just do it. Do it. Ugh, get in there.
It's 6 damage.
Vinny is hellbent, but also...
I don't think you block here. I don't think there's
Yeah.
any... I don't think... Yeah.
Vinny goes to 6.
It's so sad to find it now after your Thunderkin's gone and
Yeah.
it's attacked.
On the other hand,
So
Vinny
many
is what?
times.
Hellbent.
Looks like
At
Vinny's
5.
going to 5.
Justin Urza, no artifacts. Urza, for once in his life, just sitting here. Now he can spin it once and cast whatever he casts. but really not the. This is maybe the weakest I've ever seen the Lord High Artificer. He could definitely just soak 4 damage off that Lightning Skelemental if it gets unearthed. Johnny was sitting on 2 cards. Skelemental. Alright. What is it? Show me, Vinny. It's got to be good.
It's an
Goblin
engineer.
Okay.
That
Slow. Relevant.
Good.
Not
Do we
great.
spin
Good, not
Urza
great.
instead?
Yeah, we need to spin Urza. I'm like, oh no, we're going for it. All right.
Okay.
We're going to bin an ensnaring bridge. We're going to bin an ensnaring bridge and hope for the best. Oh, we're really going for it. Okay.
Bold.
We have nothing to sack to the Goblin Engineer.
Yeah. We're just hoping that Johnny has nothing.
I think that's, I mean, that regardless of whether that Engineer hit or that Urza was spun, that was what we were hoping for. We have 6 toughness worth of blockers here.
Johnny
So
takes a look at the
Thunderkin
yard.
Awakener does not. So actually that's maybe what he's guarding against? No, still not lethal.
I think you gotta like play to win if you're on Vinny's side here and just hope that Johnny's sitting on hot nothing.
Blazing hot nothing.
I don't even Ashes of
Ashes
the
of the Fallen. I was literally just looking it up. Ashes of the Fallen, 2 colorless mana artifact, Saviors of Kamigawa. As Ashes of the Fallen enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Each creature in your graveyard of the chosen type in your graveyard has the chosen type in addition to its other types. I'm not sure. Are there better things to be recurring? Oh, we're gonna unearth. Ooh, my favorite. We're doing it. Unearth, snap, fatal, push. Engineer.
But
He didn't have revolt. Oh, he didn't have revolt, did he? I didn't think so.
No, we did not have revolt, but
here
this
we go.
will do it.
Snapcaster doesn't have haste.
No,
Nope.
Snap doesn't have haste.
Nope. I'm gonna go let them know that Snapcaster Mage.
There we go. We got it.
Okay.
Snap
No, that'd be real good.
Yep. But Vinny is forced to block the Skelemental.
Yes, he is.
Which is
Which
real
is leaving him
bummer
with a
if you're
very
on
empty
Vinny's
board.
side.
3. Fall to 2. Skelemental. Who knows? Maybe we'll see Johnny at the top table and see if we get next round.
That'd be sweet.
We will have to have a game 3 first, though.
Love you, Vinny.
All right.
Vinny
we packs
get
it up.
Game 3.
Skelemental. Sorry, I'm so stoked. Anytime someone's snapping an unearth, I am here for it.
That is pretty sweet.
There was that like Esper Mentor deck briefly with snaps and unearth and Monastery
It was
Mentor.
so sick.
Oh, it was so cool. Deck's not good exactly, but I loved it.
That deck and the Mardu Death Shadow deck were just
so
beautiful
good.
Conglomerations of value.
Oh, Dreadhorde Arcanist my unearth to Ranger Captain for my it was a thing of beauty.
I
beauty.
miss Dreadhorde Arcanist in Modern.
I do too. Can we just do that again? That's it. I'm running back Mardu Shadow.
Well, that's why I'm playing Boros Feather in Pioneer, because that's, in my opinion, the best Dreadhorde Arcanist deck in Pioneer.
I'm not going to ask you about the other Dreadhorde Arcanist decks in Pioneer.
So you know what happens? Let's live in magical Christmas land. You know what happens when you have a Feather out and you Dreadhorde Arcanist attack and flash back a spell?
Every turn is Christmas.
It gets exiled and then it goes to your hand.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
You work so hard for this.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. And you got in with a 1/3 Arcanist and maybe Feather survived. Maybe.
But either way, you have a lot of fun. Mardu Shadow hasn't run Arcanist in a while. Honestly, I haven't seen Mardu Shadow run in a while. But maybe I'm not looking in the right places.
I only run Monastery Swift Spear and Boros Feather. But I have seen some builds run Soulscar Mage.
How many threats do you? How many creatures are you running in Feather?
I'm running a little bit more of a threat-heavy deck because people like interaction, and so I think I run like 18 or 19 rather than the 16 that a lot of people
Yeah,
run.
that makes a lot of sense to me.
Because it's really sad to get stuck with like a bunch of pump spells in your hand and no threats.
Yeah, you mean like your whole deck is blank? Yeah.
Yeah. I
It
mean,
is the critical weakness of your deck.
you can expedite your opponent's creatures to draw cards. You can also Defiant Strike your opponent's creatures to draw cards. So you can cantrip
Yikes, Ian.
using all your mana.
Yikes.
It's powerful. Super powerful.
If you say so. I'm going to trust you with that one. All right. Vinny here looking at 1, 2, 3 lands, 3 or 4 lands, Mox Opal, Emery, and a Dead of Winter. Not the strongest. Oh, Bauble was the last card. Though, Bauble, Mox, Emery on the play. I don't hate it, actually. This is fine. This is a turn 1 Emery, so I'm about it. Once we figured out that Bauble was hiding in there.
Which means I'm not about it.
You're not about
it's
the
too fast.
Hey, Emery's a slow card. Don't blame this on Emery. Just because Vinny's gonna bobble every turn and have a one-sided Lantern Howling Mine. Oh, also, 1/3 of his combos now there. Just because that's happening doesn't mean
It's pretty good.
this is pretty good. I'm a fan.
Kill the Emery.
I would advise it.
It's like, that's pretty much all Vinny's got going on, right? A Dead of Winter and a couple lands.
Yeah, doesn't matter. He's gonna draw 2 cards a turn.
The way Johnny said swamp, I think it's going to get fatal pushed.
The way he said swamp
Yep.
indicated that to you?
Yep.
How do you read?
Well, when somebody says swamp with kind of a finality to the tone, it means that something's dying.
Something like maybe a fatality to the tone?
Oh, we thought seized ourselves to put the Skelemental in yard.
Yep.
I love Vinny.
Let me avert
Vinny.
my eyes.
No, I will not look.
A lot of
You
goodwill at
can't
Modern
make
Mondays.
me. Yeah, Vinny's a sweetheart.
All right. 3 Unearths, a lightning bolt, and a land. Sorry.
Bubble you?
Bibbly bobbly.
You best get rid of those cards quickly, Vinny, because you
You
ain't
are-
gonna have them no more in a turn.
It's okay. He's got more. There's a bobble.
That's true.
Round and round
We
it goes.
can draw out.
Honestly, here, I might not play that bobble. I want to keep my lands to hit my land drops, so I might keep the bobble in hand knowing I can easily recast it. I wouldn't be running these bobbles out.
I kind of agree with you, actually.
Because now he's stuck dropping his 2 lands or his Dead of Winter. Because if he plays land this turn, he just goes hellbent.
Yeah.
So if you kept the 2 baubles around, you get 2 land drops and a board wipe, and then the baubles are emeryable. But he does get to refill with the baubles, so
There's
yeah.
a decent chance that in 3 draws that another land is hit.
You
but
mean
but
he might, I don't know, drawing 3 cards a turn might be good enough or something? Oh, sorry, 4 cards. If he wants to.
Ugh.
No, I'm not attacking with the Emery. We're good. I'd just rather draw 4. Don't you love it? You love to see it.
Ugh.
Come on. You love it.
No.
I love it.
Yeah.
Urgh. Get in your face.
Get him. Get him.
Skelemental. Skelemental. I loved seeing that card get printed. It was like one of the first Modern Horizons packs I opened in like a draft. I was like, I'm drafting Skelemental.
Yeah.
And I did. It was decent. I just drafted mono removal with Skelemental, and I had Unearth. It's just like, ugh.
Yeah, it was sweet, and I was also like, can we also maybe errata Ball Lightning and make that better? And then also Groundbreaker?
You need to errata Groundbreaker not to cost green, green, green.
Oh. But red-green's the best color combination.
Oh, and with Skelemental, you're all John. You're all the way there.
true.
So Johnny here going to fetch up a Steam Vents. Notably, look at Vinny's board right now. Now, he was on the play, but this is Johnny's turn too. He did get that Lightning Skelemental a turn
Yay.
early, but
Emery's
we
gone.
bolted Emery, which I heavily endorse.
Vinny just gets 4 cards next turn.
Totally fine.
Oh, no.
Honestly, only one of those was due to Emery, to be fair. He just drew.
And he's going to be able to scry a bunch, too.
Well, he has one
yeah.
shuffle. So he gets to scry the first one. He's having to think. Well, he can keep scrying. Well, no, he can not keep scrying.
Yes, he can keep scrying that one card to the top.
I was just thinking about between the bubble triggers, but they'll happen at the end of the next end step.
Right.
I was trying to figure out if there was a way to really dig here, but there is not. He likes what he's got on top. We're going to draw for bobble. We only drew one.
It's a Whir of invention.
I think that's a good reason not to crack all your bubbles.
Yeah. Also, because Mox Opal still works now.
Yep.
Don't bridge. Don't do it.
Oh, sure.
He's going to wait for the unearth, and then he's going to bridge.
Got
and
him.
I'm going to cry.
Got him. Here it is. Got him. Move to combat.
Okay, Johnny had it on. Johnny had it on his
know.
radar, because said move to combat.
He did.
So
Johnny did know.
So I think then maybe there's artifact destruction.
Ingot chewer. Chew that ingot.
Although
sorcery speed.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so disappointed.
Yeah.
Aww. Wow.
I'm so
That's
upset.
a lot of hate.
I'm so upset.
It's a lot of hate for the cards I love.
I want Skelemental to get in there.
I mean, so do I.
At least 2 more times.
This matchup is a can't lose for me. I get to, there's Ensnaring Bridge, there's Lightning Skelemental. I win either way. Oh, here comes Ingot Chewer. Yeah, he snapped that off. There it is.
Can't use those baubles this next turn now, can you?
Yeah.
I'm just bitter.
I noticed.
Chat didn't notice. No.
Chat couldn't tell.
Yeah.
See, I'm all positive vibes about this. That Unearth unfortunately wasted because the Lightning Skelemental naturally sacrificed at the end of turn.
It just popped out of the ground. It's just like ravenously running, and then all of a sudden it just finds Gerard on a bridge, and Gerard's like, nah, you can't pass me.
And then the clock strikes midnight and it turns back into a pumpkin.
Yes.
Ah, we're unearthing it again. Chew your bridge. Get in. I would attack with the Flamekin Harbinger. Why not? Just get in there. It's all a party. Vinny. Already hell-bent, I believe. It's just 6 damage. No big.
This is
Vinny
so
drops
close.
to 4.
I kind of doubt we have bolts now.
Well, he had one for the Emery.
It's true. It's a good point.
I actually don't hate leaving Bolt in here just because of all the small critters that Vinny's got going on. So we're going to bobble twice. We're digging. Galvanic Blast.
If Vinny has
Scalding
to
Tarn
Galvance
Urza. So here's Urza. That's a blocker. He's got a
2
3/3.
blockers. Yeah.
Gives him a 3/3. It's 7 damage worth of toughness, or 7 toughness worth of life gain.
Yes.
Right? He's going to be able to snap that Scalding Tarn, get a mountain, go to 3, bolt the Skelemental or blast the Skelemental out of here. If he doesn't want to lose his Urza, which I assume he doesn't because he's got...
Oh, man, this is tough. I don't know if it's a Snapcaster. No, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah,
is that a Thunderkin?
I didn't quite see it. Also, you can make fun of me 7 toughness worth of toughness. I said 7 toughness worth of damage, which made even less sense. So, could take that one home with you.
But, you know, if you kind of like looked at it cross-eared, it makes sense.
I always look at things cross-eared. Here's the Thunderkin Awakener. Let's get woke.
Ooh. This is exciting.
Galvanic Blast.
No.
Bam.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Metalcraft. Get you again.
Ugh. It doesn't even need Metalcraft.
He's Metalcrafty. I appreciate it. I'm here for it. All right. Collective Brutality. Not a lot to do with that right now.
Pretty medium.
Johnny Hellbent. I don't mind just draining for 2, I guess, but I think I'd rather save it. It's not an instant, so it can't save you from a Thunderkin Awakener. Yeah, let's just spin Urza. Oh, no. Yeah, just drain for 2.
Maybe
kind of
you should
lining up an
just
Urza
use your
spin.
card that has a threat and an engine
No,
and card draw
I want to
in
take game
itself.
actions. I'm here for game actions. This is Whirza. This is 4-color Whirza, not PO. So we've got more prison pieces. This is actually a build with Goblin Engineer and Emery both. But it's Thopter Sword.
I'm pretty sure I played against Vinny with basically this same deck list like 2 months ago. So
Did he kill you?
no, because I was playing Karn Amulet Titan.
Oh, rough.
Somebody's excited.
Here's the sword. Da-da. Da-da. We've got a Thopter Foundry
He
in the
damping
bin.
sphered me, and I Karned him, and then I won.
He sounds so satisfied.
I was really sad. I've basically only been bringing like Karn lists to the store.
Okay, so who's rude? Who's rude?
The last time I came, I brought the Karn Ponza list that plays 4 main deck Ancient Grudges.
That's so bad.
It was so good. I won so many games.
Ian. All right, so we're going to spin Urza. We're going to find a snap land. Snap down to 4. It's a risky business. We do not have the Foundry yet. We only have the sword. Notably not the kind of thing that saves you from a big life gain hole. That construct is a 5/5. I think you do need to save it just in case, because otherwise you are... Ugh. Drain you. Just drain you. Yeah, just going to drain.
He's so casual about it, too, in his Urza tower.
Okay, apparently I'm the only one in the world. I've had this discussion with people. They don't know what a snapland is. I call them snaplands also. Fetch land snaplands.
Oh. I don't know if I've ever like registered you say it that way.
Oh.
But
I thought
I
it was
kind of
a
like
thing.
it.
I don't know. I've been saying it since Onslaught.
Nice.
Sorry.
Although it just makes me think of the spell Snap, and I want the land to do something like the spell Snap.
Well, I've been saying it since before Snapcaster Mage, and now it's weird because of Snapcaster Mage. All right, Vinny picked up a fetch land for turn. Going to cast an Astrolabe redraw. Find a Whir of Invention. That's a very good pickup. I believe from here, he just needs to win the game. He just wins from here.
But here's the thing.
He
Snapcaster
just wins.
Mage.
Johnny gets to win the magical card game. Or Vinny, sorry. Vinny gets to win the magical card game here. I would not attack. Though I think he gets to anyway. As long as he has another fetchable land, which I'm not positive he does. I don't know his list. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he's fine either way. It doesn't matter. He wins. This is free. Get him for 6. Doesn't matter. Go infinite. Game over. I guess Johnny could have a K command. But what's he going to play around? Because the sword is in play and not the foundry. Why are we doing this, Vinny? Am I missing something?
I don't know. I just look at it and I just feel sadness on Johnny's side because Vinny gets so many things.
Vinny's playing with his food.
He gets all of the things.
Unless I'm mistaken, that's not a Whir of Invention in his hand.
Okay. Some easy peasy.
Some spicy stuff. Response, win the game. Vinny. Uh-huh. 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 Oh, he was waiting for Johnny to tap his blue source. Just in case he had counter magic.
Oh.
That's what it was.
Okay.
There we go, Vinny. I'll stop. Sorry, Vinny, for accusing you of being cruel. So the Whirza lists tend to run like 2 or 3 because they are all about the combo and don't really have the mid-range plan. The mid-range lists that are just running like 2 Whir and 1 Foundry and 1 Sword when it's kind of their plan B, they're the ones with the singleton Foundries.
Damn it. 2 bolts, but Vinny's at 10,000 life and 10,000 Thopters.
He just slams on the button. He's just going to keep slamming on the button.
It does go to 3 figures, but
Vinny,
it starts to...
He's going to test it. He's going to go up to 1,000.
It starts to do some weird things after that.
Vinny, are you having fun playing with the button? All right. That was really cool, and that was really close. I love that matchup.
I did too.
Skelemental. The one thing I'm sad about is now Johnny is 2-1. So he can't possibly be our matchup for next round.
Yeah.
We may see Vinny a third time. So we're going to bring you the top table that does not draw in the next round.